and didn't look his age thanks to daily workouts at Elite Fitness, one of Orlando's most exclusive men's clubs. He wore his hair closely cropped, military style, and it had just the right blend of gray at the temples. He thought it made him look distinguished. Deep webbed lines etched the corners of his pale blue eyes. Richard referred to them as laugh lines. Full lips, professionally whitened teeth, and skin tanned without any help from Florida's burnishing sun proved he could pass for an out-of-work George Hamilton. And to think at one time she'd thought him handsome. That night Richard wore an Armani suit, pristine white shirt, and a festive red tie in apparent deference to the holiday. He looked every inch the consummate professional. Architect extraordinaire. Susan took a deep breath. "Screw you, you bastard. I just need another minute." Richard scrutinized her. She knew she was coming up short. She felt the urge to laugh in his face. "Just let me get through the night," she thought. "Christ almighty, you look like you just came off 42nd Street. Fix your goddamn hair. If I didn't need you to help at the bar, I'd lock you in this room." Lock her in her room. Isn't that what my father did to my mother? He gave her one last disgusted look before he stomped out of the room. Susan watched her husband's retreating back until she was sure he'd left the room. Her heart pounded with each step. Actually, it roared in her ears. She laughed, a weird sound. It was like putting a seashell to her ear the way she'd done when she was a child. Sweat dampened her palms. Not caring, she wiped them on her dress. She tottered over to the toilet tank and looked down at a large white magnolia candle whose scent was overpowering. Next to the candle stood a statue of a naked woman, Richard's sick contribution to the bathroom decor. With one sweep of her arm, the statue shattered, and the candle broke into 3 jagged pieces. The sound of the breaking statue sounded loud to her. She paused and listened for Richard's footsteps. Silence. She was safe. Lifting the porcelain top from the back of the tank, Susan found her stash, courtesy of Dr. Emily Watts, safe and sound. The Ziploc bag dripped on her dress. Like she gave a good rat's ass if it dripped. She removed a second brownish-gold bottle of Valium and placed it next to the bottle on the vanity. She uncapped the bottle and shook out several of the blue pills. She looked up then to stare into the mirror. She blinked when she saw not the haggard woman she'd become, but a smaller face with blonde curls and clear blue puppy dog eyes. The vision was wearing a little pink t-shirt with matching shorts. The last outfit she had dressed her daughter in. She leaned into the vanity, her knuckles white with the effort. "Dear God, help me. Please, help me." She managed to open her eyes, but everything was out of focus. Was she having one of those out-of-body experiences she'd read about? Probably not, since she didn't see any golden light at the end of the tunnel. But damn, there wasn't even a tunnel. What is wrong with me? Her gaze dropped to the marble vanity and the 2 bottles of relief she'd come to rely on since losing Ashley 2 months earlier. She dumped the contents of both bottles onto the vanity. They glowed like a beacon to the lost. She was lost, wasn't she? Since Ashley's disappearance, her life had been nothing more than a performance for the characters who, like her, merely pretended to care. Their act was so well rehearsed. Susan often believed it herself. Richard, her father, her mother. No, she wouldn't think about her daughter. If she did, she might not be able to go on. Her fingers traced the pills on the counter until they formed an A and an R. It took 40 pills to make the 2 initials. 40 pills should be enough to do the job. She picked them up one by one, hating to disturb her daughter's initials. She ran water from the tap to fill the glass in her